Hi, my name's Jenny and I'm the Mind and Body Coach, and welcome back to my 30-day challenge. Today is a Pilates day, so we will be focusing a lot on the core, abs and back muscles to sort of balance out your posture and just to strengthen, prevent injuries, and work on all those little stabilising muscles that sometimes get neglected. So we're going to start off lying down. So just coming to lie flat on your back. And then just bringing your hands onto your pelvis, rocking your pelvis backward and forward. So you can kind of squash your lower back down, then arch gently but without feeling any pinching in your lower back. And then settling into your neutral. So the position will depend on your body shape, how big a curve you have. So you've got to want to think about your hip bones and pubic bones all being parallel. So you can imagine getting a cup of tea resting there, it'd be nice and flat. Let's just start coming to the breath. So nice deep inhale through the nose and exhale through pursed lips. And we're just going to start switching on those deep stabilising muscles. So as you exhale, drawing in pelvic floor about 20%. So inhale, a nice deep inhale. Exhale, engage pelvic floor. Just imagine you're stopping yourself going to the toilet. And then transverses. So those lower abdominals. So just feel, bring your fingers between your hip bones. As you exhale, just feel the muscles tightening under your fingers, but without sucking in your stomach really tightly. So now you straighten your right leg. Staying in neutral, flex your right foot. As you exhale, hover the foot just a fraction off the floor. Inhale, bring it back down. Exhale, hover. Just a tiny little movement. Inhale, back down. So just feel your stomach muscles tightening as you lift the leg. Inhale down. So less of a lift is better. 5 more. So really think about engaging your quadricep. Engaging the front of the leg. 2 more. Last one. Bring the leg back in and then change. So flex the other left foot. Exhale, hover. Inhale, bring it back down. Just a tiny little movement. Just hover it just off the floor. And then lower. Pelvis stays in neutral, so you still got your natural curve in the lower back. Still going. 3 more, just a little hover. Last one. And then bring the leg back in. We're going to do some hip rolls. Starting in neutral, inhale to prepare. Exhale, pelvic floor transverses engaged, and then you can start to slowly roll up through your spine, just to a straight line. Inhale at the top, and then exhale, drop down, upper back, middle back, lower right back, all the way through input to neutral. We're ready to do it again. So we're trying to get as much movement through the spine as you can. Working through any stiff points rather than rushing down. You might want to lift your heels at the top and roll down with your heels lifted. Just helps to get a little bit more space at the top of your spine as you roll down. Placing the heels down to roll up. Excellent. Last one. Placing your heel down. So your options are, we're going to do 1 leg circle. You can either do this staying with your other leg on the floor, bent or straight, and you're going to circle the leg, keeping your pelvis completely still. You can have the leg bent. Or we're going to do it in a bridge. So you're going to come straight up, bring the leg up, so keeping your pelvis completely still. Inhale over the centre line, exhale, complete the circle. Nice and controlled. So option to do it with your bum on the floor without coming up into a bridge. So all about keeping that stability through your pelvis. And then the other way. So inhale over the centre line, exhale, complete the circle. Squeeze your glute to keep you lifted. Place the leg down, coming to the other side. So little circles. One side might be a little bit wobbly. Just all the focus on keeping your pelvis completely still. The other way. Keep control. and place it down, and slowly roll it back down. Coming to your input, so we're engaging through our stomach muscles as tightly as we can. So if you think about as you exhale, you're shortening the distance between your ribs and your hip bones, but it's all coming from your stomach muscles. Bringing one leg up into tabletop and then the other. We're going to straighten our legs. If you've got tight hamstrings, you can keep them a little bit straight, a little bit bent. Otherwise, as we lower, you're going to exhale to lower, only as far as you can maintain your imprint. It can literally do be the smallest little movement. So exhale, lower, inhale, up. Exhale, lift your toes to the ceiling, inhale, lower. Exhale, lower the legs, inhale, up. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower, and again, so with control, lower the legs, bring them back up, lift, peel your tailbone up and lower. Try not to use your arms when you really have any tension in the shoulders. So nice and controlled. So peel up your tailbone. So try and relax your jaw. I can feel myself trying to do some of the movement with my neck. Nice and controlled. And last one. So you don't want to feel this in your back at all. Excellent. Right, so we're going to do a little stretch while we just let our stomach muscle recover. Putting your knee slightly to the side. Relax the toes and just hug the knee in. So you've got a nice stretch for the hip. Try to keep this leg, the left leg, or whichever one you haven't done. Whichever leg's extended, you're trying to keep completely on the mat rather than letting it sort of lift up. Hugging it in. We're going to do a version of that last exercise. So I thought I'd give you a little break first. Bring the other leg in. To the side, just hug it in. So the next one we're going to do exactly the same. This one I'm going to add in a little twist. So we're going to bring in your obliques, the muscles on the side of your stomach a little bit more. So when you're lifting your legs, so this time you're going to exhale lower, same as before, inhale up. As you lift, you're going to twist to the side. So you're just crunching in here, come back to center. Exhale lower, inhale up. Exhale, twist the other way, inhale lower. So again, without using your arms, so exhale lower, inhale up. Twist and lift, and then down. Nice and controlled. So again, you don't need to lower the legs that far. You don't want to feel it in your lower back. Stomach muscles pulled nice and tightly. So as you lower, don't let your back arch. It's all about that control. Maintain your imprint. Just a little twist. So exhale. Pulling everything in, and then a little twist and lift. Just do a few more. Last one. Excellent work. So we're going to do another version of that. So we'll do a little spinal twist first. So just hugging your right knee to the chest. Then this time you can put that foot onto the thigh or the floor. And you're going to do a little really gentle twist, keeping your right shoulder down, and without jamming, pulling on the knee. Just let it just happen by itself. So just slowly working to a little nice gentle twist through your upper back. And then back to center, hug it in, changing legs, so hugging your left knee in or whichever one you didn't start with, and then the same thing, little twist across, keeping the left shoulder down. Nice deep breath. And then come back to center. Both legs up again. So this time you're going to keep the legs up. Again, if you need to, you can have your legs bent. But this time you're going to keep your hips up, and we're just going to twist side to side. So a little movement, twist like a little corkscrew. So twist and twist and twist. Trying to keep your lower abdominal, lower tailbone up off the mat. So twist and twist, little movements, side to side. Doesn't matter if you're not that high off the mat. Last 4, 3, 2, last 1, and relax. Hug your knees in. And then we're going to go onto our side. So a little bit of glute work. So lying straight, lifting out to the underside of weight, so make sure you're not collapsing down. You want your top hip and the bottom hip level with each other, so your waist is engaged. So legs straight. So you're going to inhale, lift the top leg, point the toe, exhale, flex the foot and lower. So inhale up, exhale down, going into your glute here. Inhale up, pulling in your stomach muscles, exhale down. Good, that's 4. We're going to go for 10, so that's 5,
Point this way, lift the leg, exhale, flex the foot and lower. So you don't need to lift the leg super high. You don't want to kind of bring it up in front. It needs to be here, slightly behind, so it's glute rather than hip flexor. Still engaging through your waist, so make sure you don't collapse. Okay, and I'm going to keep the leg up. Inhale over the centre line, exhale, complete circle. 2. So little circles. 3, 4. Nice strong leg. Still engaging through your stomach. And then the other way. So last 10, 9, 8, 7. Nice strong leg. 6, 5, 4. Engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. And then we're going on the other side. So exactly the same. Nice straight line with your body. Making a little pillow with your arms. So legs straight. Lift up through the underside of your waist. So you're engaging through your obliques. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 10 again. Nice and good, controlled. So make sure your hip might want to turn up. You want to keep your kneecaps shining straight forward. Always, your body always tries to do little cheats. So just watch out. And then circles. So inhale over the centre line, exhale, complete the circle. Still make sure your waist is lifted up off the floor. Everything's nice and tightly pulled in. And the other direction. Oh, nice. Smooth circles on that one. 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent work. Right, going to line in front now. So if you have you can have your legs slightly apart here. Just makes a little bit more space for your lower back. Hands just outside the mat. You can inhale, pull your shoulders back. Exhale, rolling up, looking slightly forward. Inhale to stay, exhale back down. So just engaging through your stomach muscles. So you're pulling in, imagine pulling your belly button up off the mat. Still engaging pelvic floor transversus. Inhale, shoulders, exhale, rolling up. Inhale to stay, exhale back down. So you're starting the move with your neck. So start lifting up, but not so much that you get a crease in the back of the neck. Still pulling in your stomach muscles. So you can either stay there, or I like to have my arms onto my body and then inhale, lift and lengthen, pull your shoulders away, exhale to lower. Still engaging your stomach muscles. Inhale, reach fingers to toes, exhale, lower. Filling up your lungs, pulling your shoulders back. Remember your stomach muscles, pull them up off your mat. Just do a couple more. And then push back onto your heels, coming into a shell stretch, rounding over your lap. And then slowly rolling up. Drop your bum to the side and then come back to lie on your back. So we're going to do single leg stretch. Legs into table, in your imprint, legs up. Flexing your body up. Take one leg away. So it's inhale, exhale. If you bring the leg in a bit more, it'll be a little bit easier. So when you're ready, so inhale, exhale. Try to keep your pelvis completely still. So you're working against the action of the legs to keep that stability through here. Relaxing your neck. Just look to your knees. Try to get your shoulders off the mat. Last 4, 3, 2, and come down. Then we're going to come into scissors. So same thing, but then again you're working against the action of the legs. So if you've got tighter hamstrings, again you can have your legs bent. Others flexing out, so you take one leg away, so it's body stays completely still. Try not to hang off the leg, just a little tap. You don't have to take the leg as low, just go where you are. Last 4, 3, 2, and come down. Ouch. Last one, we're going to do obliques. So in imprint again, legs into tabletop, hands behind your head, flexing up. You're going to twist to one knee as you straighten the other. Again, the more you bring this knee in, it'll make it a little bit easier. And the less, so don't, if it's too much, don't lower the leg as far. It doesn't need to be all the way down. So coming to your imprints, engage your stomach muscles, flexing up. Try to go up and twist. Inhale to center, exhale, twist. Inhale to center. So drawing yourself across to the opposite knee. Really work across. Try not to rock onto the opposite shoulder. Last 4, 3, tell my muscles are tired. 2, last one. Excellent work. Coming down. So we're going to come onto hands and knees. So there's 2 options with this. You can either keep your knees on the mat, lifting out of your shoulder blades, so you're not collapsing down, you want to think energy up, and then elbow creases kind of towards each other, so you're not locking into them. So then here, you can either stay with your knees on the mat and kick up and down, kick up and down, or tuck your toes under, hover your knee just off the mat. So you're going to kick and down, so exhale. To keep the other knee just off the mat, squeeze your glute, press the mat away through your hands, lifting out of your shoulders. Stay low with that other knee. If it gets too much on your arms, you can just bring it down for a moment and then come back up. Just squeeze your bum to lift the leg. Pulling belly button to spine. Let's do one more on each side. And then come down. Ooh. Coming back onto your side again. So we're doing a couple more glute exercises. So we're still in this position, like on your elbow, make a little pillow with the arm. This time you're going to bend your knees up, feet in line with your bum. Again, still lifting out the underside of the waist, but this time you're going to open and close the top leg as far as you can. So exhale. This is a great one to do with a band if you have one, but we're doing it all without any equipment at the moment. Let's go for another 10 like this. Should be starting to burn now. Still engaging through your stomach muscles. Last one, and pulse. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Ooh. And then we got it on the other side. So coming over, just set yourself up, make a little pillow with the arm, feet in line with your heel, with your bum, and then bending the knees in front, lift out through your waist, open and close. So make sure you don't open so far, you rock back, your hip, the pelvis stays completely still. Sit nice and controlled. Doesn't matter how far you open, you want to keep the pelvis still. Last 10 like this. Just keep opening up. Breathe into it. And pulse at the top. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Might want a little glute stretch after that. So come in and lie on your back. Cross your ankle over and then just pull the leg in. Either hold it underneath or on top of the shin. Just to stretch it out for a moment. And then the other side. We're going to come on to another back exercise next. We're going to lie on our front. Okay, release. Coming to lie on your front. So we're going to do, you can either keep your forehead on the mat for this one and just do the arms, or you can hover your body up the whole time. So you can do like a little W with your arms, reaching overhead, and then pulling your elbows in. Think about all the muscles around the shoulder blades, drawing your shoulders back. So some muscles pull in, reach forward, and then pull down. So you don't want to feel this in your lower back. If you do, just drop your head down. Really engage your stomach muscles. So pull your elbows in, reach forward, pull your elbows in. Good, so really squeeze. Think about all the muscles around your shoulder blades, drawing your elbows into the side of your body. Last one. And then making a pillow with your hands again. Legs in parallel so they're completely straight. I'm going to do single leg extension. Exhale, lift and length of one leg. Keep your leg completely straight. Inhale, bring it back down. And change. So really reach through the toes. Super straight leg. matter how high the leg is, you can want to keep your hip bone pressed into the mat. If you're happy with that, you can go for the two legs together. So exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Try to relax the upper body. So exhale to lift. So you can either stay with the singles or stay with this, or we're going to lift the legs and keep them there and kick back and forward. So it's inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 4, 5. Last inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And relax.
And then we're going to do all of that again in lateral rotation. So turning your feet out. So you might have to move your muscles of your thighs out of the way. So now you're in lateral rotation. So imagine like front legs, I always think. So now we're going to start off again, single leg extension. So exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift and lengthen. Inhale, bring it down. Just keep changing sides again. Keep the legs super straight. Still pulling your stomach muscles in. And then again, if you're happy with that, you can go into the double. So lift and down. Exhale, lift and down. Squeeze your bum to lift your legs. And again, you can stay with either versions, otherwise we're going to keep the leg lifted and just do little heel taps. So tap, 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 tap. Keep the legs straight, keep tapping your heels together. Last 4, 3, 2, and relax. Press back onto your heels again. Release. And slowly rolling up, lower back, middle back, upper back. And then we're going to come and lie on our side. So we're going to do a side plank. So on your elbow, stacking your feet one on top of the other. So you're going to open your chest to the ceiling, and then as you lift your hips, feed your arm through. So it's inhale, open, exhale, feeding through. Inhale, open. Five more. Really twist through as far as you can. Last one. And then again, changing sides. So shoulder underneath the elbow underneath the shoulder. Feet stacked again on top of each other. Well, one in front of the other. Top leg, foot in front. Again, open. Feed it through. Open your chest to the ceiling and then reach far through as you can. Maybe by jumping and sliding away. So inhale, open. Five more. Keep going as far as you can. And then come down. So we're going to come and lie on our back again. So we're going to come into toe taps. So engaging through your stomach muscles again. So come into your imprint, legs up into tabletop. Palms to the ceiling to open the chest. Exhale, hover your foot just off the mat. Inhale, bring it back in and change. So use the breath to pull your stomach muscles in nice and tightly.
And you can stay with that, or you might want to play around and straighten the leg as you lower it. Inhale, bring back in, and then change. Just watch how the knee doesn't creep in it or want to come in. Make it harder by keeping it above the hip. Make sure you keep your imprint. Keep engaging your stomach muscles. So it doesn't matter if you have a little curve in your back, just as long as you're not feeling it as you do the exercise. It just depends on your body shape. And you want to make it a little bit harder. Bring your arms to the ears as you bring the leg out. Just a few more. And then keeping your legs in tabletop. Interlace your hands behind your head. And this time, and then just bring one leg down and then the other. So we come and lie on the side, another little lying glute exercise. On your back, body nice and straight. So this time you can do like a little rainbow circle. So you're going to tap your toe in front. Again, lift out through your waist so you're not collapsing. And then go over. So big tap, make it as big as you can and nice controlled. If you need to, you can put your hand down on the mat. Otherwise, just keep lifting out the underside of your waist. Nice and controlled. And then you're going to try to lift both legs, and we're just going to swim them back and forward. So you're having to really stabilise through your stomach muscles to keep you still. Just kicking the legs back and forward. That's 4, 3, 2, and relax. Other side. We're nearly finished. So again, it's those little rainbows. So set yourself up, nice straight line, lift up through your waist. Just do this so you can see that I haven't collapsed. So then a little tap behind. So tap in front, tap behind. Nice and controlled. So make it as big as you can, just as far as you're not kind of flailing around. It's all with control. Keep lifting out your waist. Good. So controlling it. Really important to work your glutes. It helps protect your lower back. And it gives you a nice toned bum as well, so that's always a bonus. Okay, then let's lift those legs and little kicks back and forward. Keeping really, really still, keep lifting out of your waist. That's 4, 3, 2, and relax. Okay, we'll do one more exercise and then we will be finished. So we're going to do a 4 roll-ups to finish. So if you are flexing your feet, engaging through your legs, bring your arms by your ears but keeping your wrists pulled in. Inhale, hands to ceiling. Exhale, slowly rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale to start coming back. Exhale, slowly rolling back down with control. So inhale, hands to ceiling, flex the feet. Exhale, rolling up. So making sure you're not using any momentum. If you need to, you can use your arms onto your thighs to help pull you back, pull you up. Otherwise, you're just working through vertebra by vertebra. You'll know when you get tired because it gets a little bit more challenging. Shoulders away from your ears. If you want to make it more challenging, bring your head between your arms and then roll down with your arms by your ears. Just adds a little bit more weight to the upper body. Last one. And relax. You can just hug your knees into your chest. Rock your body from side to side. And come. And then you are done. So well done.
another day of the 30-day challenge complete. I hope you enjoyed the Pilates. Please comment below, let me know how you found it, and share it on to anyone that might be interested. And I will see you back here tomorrow for another day of HIIT, probably. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Jenny and I'm the Mind Body Coach. See you tomorrow.